much I miss carrying my bag, my laptop in the bag. How much it's back. See, it's closed shut. Okay, a little bit lah, huh? Before I went out to send this laptop to the guy who will replace the batteries, I can't even properly shut the lid because the battery is so bloated. And I brought something back. Something explosive. Look at how bloated it is. Just look at it. Apple. Now this is a message to Apple and especially Tim Cook, the person who will run the company down. Alright, Tim Cook. You know that your 2015 MacBook Pro has battery issues, right? And then you, because of recall and all that, you put up a website for us to type in our serial numbers, and apparently some gets it, some don't. What's the reason? This is an obvious problem. I bought mine in October 2017, so it's 2 years plus, and it's already bloated. My 2011 MacBook Air outside, still working fine. This is horrible. Horrible. So yeah, so that's how it looks like. 8,755 milliampere, and that's how it looks like. I'm gonna carefully dispose it to the proper places to dispose batteries. Alright, so so I was told by the guy, as long as I don't poke it, everything should be fine. Oh, that feeling of the secure feeling of that. Oh, I couldn't even close it earlier on. You know, back then, Apples are the, it's like you went to gym and came back. Now my laptop is flat. It's flat now. Can't wait to fire it up. Gonna go make myself coffee.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I'm a happy man. I seem to have forgotten how slim it was. Oh, now I fell in love with my laptop again. It's no longer fat. My God. You know, cars have all the warning lights and indicators and all that, right? The sensors that they have inside our exhaust, they have inside the intake, they have inside the combustion chamber, they have all these sensors. I mean, a smart product like this, which can indicate the battery being depleted, you know, or the CPU temperature. Why can't we have an indicator here that says that it detected the battery has bloated or begin to bloat, you know? I mean, this is how many million times smarter than a car, right? They could have done it if they want to, and since it's always linked to the internet and they've been always stealing information from us anyway, how we browse the net and all that nonsense, right? Why can't this thing send some data to Apple and Apple, with their exemplary customer service, would automatically one day call me, hi Bobby, when can we schedule an appointment to come to your house and pick up your MacBook Air and your MacBook and perform the battery change for you? Oh, what's wrong? Our sensors in the computer has informed us, alerted us, and placed an order to help you claim warranty automatically, so that would be the way to charge for a premium. In fact, in a lot of ways, right, when you compare the car industry versus a lot of other products that we notice, you will realize that the customer service of car industry, the promise of quality goods, the warranty provided, all these things, right, are incomparable to many other industries. And yet people still complain. Nonsense. Alright, I hope it's not placebo effect. Whether it's placebo effect or not, later on we will know, because this afternoon I output a 7-minute video that I intentionally shot in 30 frames per second instead of 60 frames per second, and which was advised by someone because they saw me. I was complaining that my Final Cut Pro has been outputting video in a very slow manner. So I record in 30 frames per second and at only HD, and then I put in here is only a 7-minute video, and I output in, what's the resolution? I output in 960 by 540, and guess what? It took 1.5 hours for a 7-minute video. Nonsense this afternoon. Anyway, I hope after this battery change, so this battery cost me 650 ringgit. Of course, with at this juncture there will be people saying, oh, you could have bought from where. No lah, I'm not the type of person. I'm not the act smart person. I mean, I'm not a smart person, and I don't act smart, and moreover I'm lazy and fat. So I'm the type whereby, oh bro, you counting for me. I'm not the expert in this. I'll pay you. You know. In fact, he said, can you bring your laptop over? And he only stays like just one street down my place. This guy who fixes Apple laptops is only one street away. Then I was like, can you come and pick it up? I'll pay you another. I'm the type of lazy person. Anyway, so far I don't know anything yet. Let's see. Okay, I have a video that I uploaded today. Anyway, I feel good now. Let's go through the comments, shall we? Hey. All right. Okay, let's go through the questions. All right. So a lot of discussion over yesterday was about the car loan moratorium and all that. And hi Bobby, I'm looking for a BMW 530i G30 2018 at 230,000, 50,000 mileage. Is it worth to buy? 2018. 2018. I thought there are a lot of crazy deals out there already. What's wrong with Khalid's down? The variant just doesn't load. Their back end teams should be smacked, right? Okay, 2018. So this is the one you saw, right? 230,000, 50,000 mileage. Yeah, why not, man? Can't argue with the value. You save a lot. You really save a lot for literally 2-year-old car. And the 5 Series is just brilliant. It's just beautiful. Oh, I found another one cheaper. 25,000 km on Muda. The one you saw is on Carlist, right? 230,000. This one is 229,000 with 25,000 mileage. You save 25,000 mileage. Go for this one. Alright. Okay, next one. Hi Bobby, what's your opinion on the 2014-15 F56 Mini Cooper? Is it expensive to maintain? No. No, not at all. I'm looking to change my car. My budget is about 120 to 130,000. I currently drive a Ford Focus. If you come from a Ford Focus, everything is reliable. Everything is low maintenance. Go for it. You came from a Ford, you can buy Mini, you can buy BMW, you can buy Porsche, you can buy Audis, anything. You graduated. So basically, if you came from Volkswagen, Peugeot, Ford, you graduated. Yeah, go ahead, bro. You'll be just like it'll be just like you get your key, you go out, you start your car, you drive home, work home, and then service and that's a bit. Go for it, bro. Hi there, Bobby. 2018 M2 or brand new A45? Which one would you go for? M2. Why? Because M2 is the performance variant of the 2 Series. Alright? I don't care whether it's competition or non-competition. I think this competition thing from BMW is just absolute bullshit. It is stupid. BMW pulling this competition thing is the dumbest thing they can do. Their M, the word M is their magic. It is their motorsport. It is the M word that gets people's respect. And stupid BMW go and put a competition word at the back. And now, M becomes something that people will ask, oh, is that a competition? And what the fuck is a competition in BMW's glorious history? Right? So I think this competitions thing is the dumbest thing that BMW has done for M. Alright? So I don't care whether it's competition or not. I just refuse to look at it. I refuse to acknowledge it. I think it's a stupid thing because it's basically M car stage 1. Because all these cars are turbocharged now, right? So since they are all turbocharged, you give it a stage 1 and then you go, competition. I know some will say, oh, there's a different trim, different bullshit. It's all just bullshit. Alright? So to me, an M2 is a proper top of the range M car from M GmbH. Alright? Whereas the 35 is the, how do I put the 35? Yes, it's still very respectable performance, but you will always know that there is the 45 there. You can argue the same thing. You can argue the same thing and say that, hey, M2 also, you drive an M2, you know there is a competition there, but you can say, I got richer earlier than you because mine is an M2 and you got richer later. So that's why you bought a competition. Yeah. So I'll go for the M2. I think the M2 is proper motorsport heritage car, whereas the 35 is like a cut price version 45, which, yeah. Alright, blah 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 blah. So interesting, a lot of people like me going through 11-year-old cars, 9-year-old cars in my previous video. Bobby, what's your opinion on the 2015 Ford 28i Grand Coupe? Buy. My budget is about 180,000 to 200,000. Buy. This is Camry money. This is Accord money we're talking about, 1.5 turbo. Mazda 6 money. And you get yourself a 4 Series Grand Coupe. Apalagi kamu mau. It's a fantastic car. Go for it, Mr. Clement. 2015, yeah, never mind. It's fine. It will be fine. Alright. Hi, Bobby. So Mr. Eric owns a 208. He can't wait for the 508 to arrive to buy it. Wait for it. But when it arrives, it will be maybe more expensive than just now that guy's 4 Series Grand Coupe. But that's a 5-year-old car lah. Alright. Hi Bobby, I'm keen on buying an Audi TTS 2015 and above. You got any friends that own one? What is the major problem? There are no problems. Is Evo Club membership offered to inspect cars? Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. People join Evo Club and go and get your car inspected by one of the trusted ones. But of course, you have to pay them, not pay us. Alright? And many Audi TTS demodded before selling back as they used being trashed in track. No lah. I don't see that. Yeah, they go Sepang, but just get it inspected, right? And most active track day guys are the Volkswagen guys lah, huh? Audi TTs, you'll be able to find some posers and then you buy their cars off them. They just want a car that looks good. They're fine. Like me, I don't go track day. Blah 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 blah. Hi Bobby, a question about subscription programs. Will company get tax incentive if they subscribe to a car instead of buying it? I guess so. If the company bills you, then because you're subscribing a car from them, they basically bill you every month, right? That's my knowledge lah. So I believe you can just subscribe it under your company. Yeah. Okay. Hi Bobby, is it okay if I upgrade to a Honda Accord 2016? My budget is 80,000. Currently I'm driving a Myvi. Of course. Any other option? There are, but you might not be ready to accept them. I mean you came from a 2014 Myvi. Your car is perfect, nothing, no issues, spacious and all that. I wouldn't suddenly go and recommend you to go for a 80,000 ringgit BMW and then you get culture shock and all that, right? And if you ask Honda Accord, it's perfect. This car is beautiful. The 2016 Honda Accord is good looking, it's spacious, it's wonderful. I can only say good things about it. Alright, go for it. Bobby, where are those magazines now? Somewhere, recycle somewhere? Those are printed magazines, bro. I only kept my PDF working file. Hi Bobby, I need some advice from you. Considering buying a 208 GTI, buy. Yeah. Resale value, and come on, it's a GTI. It's a manual Peugeot 208 GTI, and you're buying at 60,000. Resale value for another 2 or 3 years, maybe. Will it drop by 50% in another 2 years? Okay, let's look at it this way. This is the 2014 car. Okay, and currently it's 6 years old, right? And it's 60,000 ringgit. And it has the performance of, I don't know what's the horsepower, like 180? No, 160? I don't know. So it's a performance variant, okay? And you are asking whether in another 2 years, will it be 30,000 ringgit depreciation? Let me dissect it for you. So it's a 6-year-old car now. Another 2 years, it will be 8 years old. Okay, so you buy the car at 60,000 now. So in another 2 years, an 8-year-old car, your car, whether it will depreciate or not? Yes, it will depreciate. I think by by 2024, 2024 will be the year that you have to sell it before. I mean, if you're so worried about depreciation, right? In another 4 years, because now it's 60,000. Basically, you can buy it now and drive it 1 year. You can still put it up on the market and maybe ask for 55 or 60,000, because there are so few of them out there. You can still try and ask this kind of money. You can try lah, right? But after, for another 2 years, I don't think it will drop to 30,000. It won't. It will hover at 50 plus for a very long time, 50-ish. It will hover around there, and then above 45, around there. Basically from 45 to 60 lah. It will hover around this value for the next 4 years until it reached 10 years old and the banks no longer offer loan. Then it will go below 40 to maybe 30 plus. That's the kind of price point where people are still willing to pay cash. Alright, but from now to 2024, it's up to you. You can buy the car now 60k. Every day put your car up on Muda and still put it at 60k or 65k, because there are so few of them. Everybody follows everybody else in terms of market value. Just continue to put your car up there just to retain its market value. That's what the Megane owners should be doing. The Megane owners, if they are still within the same club group, right, they should do this. Just every day update their cars. Don't let anyone post below 85,000. Just maintain your market value. Done. Anyway, by the way, what is the very, very interesting part of the SLK? Oh yeah, I want to mention it, but then I forgot about it. Anyway, oh, no more comments? Hi Bobby, I'm currently 23 years old, planning to get a car, 60 to 75,000 budget. I have in mind a 2016 Audi A3. Buy, guys, see, 2016 is barely 3 years ago, and he can buy an Audi A3 with 60 to 75,000 budget, and the car will be fine, no issues. Buy, bro, buy. Good choice, good taste. Yeah. Just imagine about 7-8 years ago, someone spent 60,000 to buy the 1.5 liter Myvi Extreme, the one with the body kit. 60,000. Anyway, Alfa Romeo 4C or 718 Boxster. Okay, Mr. Tian Hao, I think if you are someone with such good taste, go for the Alfa Romeo 4C. I don't think this car will depreciate forever. It will always be 300 something thousand, whereas the Boxster will go down. The 4C will not. It is a carbon top mini supercar. So this type of car, forever there will be people wanting to buy it, especially the Lotus guys. Whereas the 718 Boxster, something new will come. Yeah. So the Alfa 4C is arguably the car with the best resale value now in Malaysia, Alfa Romeo. Yeah, it will not depreciate. Anyway, I mean, for a car that can still qualify to take loan, it will not depreciate. Okay. Okay. Hi Bobby, I like a car with tuning capabilities and great driving pleasure, like the E92 335i Coupe. Is there any better alternative in Audi at the same price point, budget below 70,000? The only thing that is somewhat around this will be the S4 and S5, right? If you want tuning capabilities, then you don't buy the first batch of Audi S5, because those are V8 engines. You can't tune them much. But the second batch, those with the 3-liter supercharged engine, will murder the 335i Coupe when it comes to performance, alright? But when it comes to mountain road driving, this guy will murder the Audis, alright? So different thing. The Audis are really comfortable, a higher quality interior, and then drive straight roads in a wonderful fashion, and then it has the performance, right? Whereas
Can you open the Mario?
where's mommy?
Mommy does shower
Oh, mommy shower. Ah. Where's the Mario? What Mario you want?
on the table.
What table? Oh, ask Gogo come here. Ask Gogo come to daddy here. Come. Okay, I take for you. Come on, go, 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 go.
Hey,
Yeah, daddy recording video. Ah.
I don't need Mario.
Ow. Sorry. Yeah. 3355 or the Audi A4, S4, S5. I don't think the S4, S5 is below 70, but I could be wrong. But there really is few cars that can compare to the value of a 3355 now. Yeah, beautiful, handles exceptionally well, and a powerful engine, even though the Audi engine will rape this engine. Okay? Okay. Let's go through. Hi Bobby, are you bothered by the Mazda 3's blind spots caused by the C-pillar and the passenger side mirror? Yes, I noticed the blind spots, but how do I put this? There are cars that you understand what are their goals. And when you understand their goals, you also know that they would have spotted it, but they just don't want to give up. They don't want to give that up because they will know that if they make the car to be perfectly usable, perfectly functional, then it will not look as exciting or as polarizing as the Mazda 3 hatchback is currently now. Then it will just be a nobody. This is still one thing that the Koreans haven't been able to do. They are still too busy figuring out the ergonomics and all that. They haven't go to the stage whereby they know where to engineer some passion into their products to let people feel it. That's very important. So I don't mind. I like car makers doing this sometimes. Alright? Hi Bobby, I'm struggling between a C63S or an RS5. So I believe you'll be asking about the new RS5, the one with the 2.9 liter V6 engine, which is a fantastic engine for a V6, but incomparable to the 63's V8. Right? That the Mercedes 4 liter V8 is just mind-blowing. Alright? But of course the RS5 is a much newer car. The interior is miles better built than the C63's. Of course the C63 interior is beautiful. And in terms of exterior, blah blah blah, everything else add in. Basically the C63 is more fun to drive. It's a bit bonkers and dangerous, and it might kill you. Whereas the RS5, there are so few RS5s out there. When you turn up in an RS5, people will look at your car. It will be very special compared to a C63. Everybody has seen it. And in terms of the price point that you're buying now, I'm pretty sure the RS5 will hold its value better than the 63 at this current juncture, because there are just too many 63s out there. And then the 63 is a 4 liter car, whereas the RS5 is a 2.9. In terms of road tax, the 2.9 will hold its resale value much better. Okay, if you ask me, I like the C63 more, but I won't buy either because the 63 doesn't have a footrest. That's the thing that I hate. If the car has a footrest, right, it'd be perfect. You may think that, hey Bobby, you're over exaggerating, right? Well, I've driven 1,864 corners in an E53. The fantastic engine, fantastic handling, without a footrest, and I can tell you the number of times I slipped my left foot under the brake pedals. Oh, alright. So yeah, difficult, huh? This is a difficult thing to decide. M4, I know why you don't ask the M4, because it's just too common. Too common out there. You can try the RS5. Alright? If you don't like it, pick up a C63. It will be way cheaper by then. Maybe your RS5 you can still sell at the same price because it's just so rare. Alright, let's continue. Blah 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 blah. Okay, a lot of comments aren't about car buying. Okay, hi Bobby, my budget is about 100,000. I'm planning to buy a Mitsubishi Evo 6, 7 or 8 in KL and plan to ship it to my hometown, Kuching. Have you test driven it before? Is it a good car? Currently I'm driving a Toyota Fortuner as my daily drive, and that Evo 678 is for my weekend ride. I haven't driven the 678, but I've driven the 9. Alright, that time I kacau one of my staff, my previous staff, to go and buy the Evo 9 wagon. Alright, so he still have the car now. It's an Evo 9 wagon and it's manual. Very rare for wagon Evo 9s to be in manual because most of them are in automatic, and his is a manual. The on-wheel horsepower is 400, I think, which means that car is pushing about 500. And then the number plate is the interesting thing. The number plate is WRX1300, which means WRX Boo. Yeah. So Linkesh, if you are watching this, I still miss you, but I miss your car more lah. Okay. So I've driven the Evo 9. Crazy performance because that one is modded. So I can't really answer you 6, 7, 8 or whatever. I mean, you know, these are rally bred special cars, right? And you know a lot of them would have been modded to the moon and back. And I think we're pretty lucky at the time when we picked up the Evo 9 wagon. We bought it for 117,000. I think now the price must have gone up, especially for a wagon. Alright, so I can't really tell you much. I've never driven them. I've always dreamed about them when I was in my school days, and good for you. Buy it. Cannot get Evo 9. Alright. Hi Bobby, we all know you're a wagon guy. So would you prefer the Mark X or Mark X Zeo? I don't really look at the Mark X Zeo as a wagon, you know. To me, that car looks so weird. It looks like a MacBook Pro with the battery bloated. Yeah. So, I even though the Mark X Zeo is sort of like the, I think of it as what, you know. You know that Citroen Picasso, that egg-shaped thing. Yeah, I look at the Mark X Zeo as that, you know. Special, yeah, wow, yeah, but I won't buy. Yeah. Okay. Hi Bobby, is it okay to choose a 2014 Ford Focus over the Proton Inspira? Both are in the same price point of around 30 to 40,000, but I heard that the Focus has transmission issues because apparently the Focus have dry clutch, blah blah blah. And what are the chances? Okay, you have a 100% chance of blowing up your transmission or developing a problem with your Ford Focus transmission down the road. So unfortunately, the car drives so well, wonderful, but yeah, it's like asking you to drive down the highway opposite traffic. Somehow or other, you will kena. Alright. Okay. Hi Bobby, what's the ultimate 4-seater car? I'm looking for one that can ferry kids and looks awesome. Ferrari Portofino, Bentley Continental GT, Porsche 911, or Aston Martin Rapide. Any others? Well, there's 6 Series Grand Coupe. But I have to tell you first, the cars that you list here, the Portofino and the 911 rear seats, your kids will remember it for life. They will remember that they were once stuffed in the back seats of these cars, and one day when you're sleeping, no, I'm joking, Continental GT or the Aston Martin Rapide, alright? The GT, there's plenty out there, but the Rapide is rare, and the Rapide sounds better, and the Rapide is more special. Yep, I think I'm in the same dilemma as you, or dilemma. Yeah. Get the Rapide, bro. Hi Bobby, would you prefer a CX-5 2.5 turbo or a pre-owned CX-9? Comparing these two cars, I prefer the CX-9, but I can't deny the CX-5 drives so well that the CX-9 will not be able to catch up. But that will be a small percentage of the time, so you can consider a CX-9 because it's just absolutely comfortable, quiet, well built, and so damn good looking. It is so damn good looking. Alright? Bobby, M4 or Mustang EcoBoost? I mean, I cannot deny BMW's driving, and I've driven the Mustang. It's not something that is it's not memorable, I'll put it that way. The way it drives is not memorable, but when you're walking to your parking lot, an M4 and a Mustang, damn man, the Mustang just looks so much more cooler, and it's just a damn good looking car. The Mustang is too good looking. Alright, so he's also asking about M car's reliability. Is it like a regular BMW? Oh, it's not like a regular BMW. It is because it is a 3-liter engine boosted to 450 horsepower. So of course it might incur a little bit more here and there, and then because it's running a DCT, a dual clutches. I mean, BMW 8-speed ZFs are indestructible so far in terms of records, but the 7DCT is not. But I haven't heard big issues with it. And of course, if it is a DCT, the day will come where you need to change the clutches anyway. So if you're considering both, it's perfectly okay to go for the Mustang EcoBoost because it's just nice. It makes sense. I mean, for style, it will be even better if you pick the drop top. Alright. Hi Bobby, I recently moved from India. I'm looking to buy a car with a budget of about 130,000. I have a small family. I'm expecting guests visiting us on a regular basis. My daily run is about 50 km. Any SUV that you can suggest? I'm not a workshop guy, so peace of mind is required. Mr. Alankar, can you indicate to me, okay, I should reply here. Can you indicate to me if you are solely looking at buying new or used? And you mentioned visiting guests. Does that mean you might need to do airport runs to pick them up? Meaning you need a 7-seater? Please let me know more in order for me to help you. Smiley. Alright. Hi Bobby, I'm interested in getting a hot hatch. Looking at the 7.5 Golf GTI or the new A250. Would love to hear your thoughts on which one would you recommend and why. I believe the Golf GTI drives miles better than the A250, but they are also everywhere, and the A250 has improved so much that apart from some shoddy build qualities at the back, I can't really pinpoint any of the significant flaws on the car apart from it being rather expensive. It is actually rather expensive for a small A class, A250. What's the selling price? 260,000. If your question is Golf R or A250, then it will be a much easier answer to answer you. It would be the Golf R. As for this case, because the Golf is rather old, the Mercedes is new, and then you have that new infotainment screen. The interior of the A class looks 300,000 ringgit more expensive than the Golf's interior. It may not be as well built as the Golf one, but no, it's certainly not as well built as the Golf one, but the design just feels year 2020, whereas the Golf one just looks, is that 2009? So if you are someone who's really keen in driving, then of course the Golf GTI will be nicer.
Daddy,
Yes. You're so pretty. You put makeup on. Wait, I'm doing work.
okay.
Can you go out first?
Wait, I need to join.
Okay, you do your thing. I do my thing. Alright?
Okay.
Okay.
I wash my hands.
Alright, so yeah. Did I answer you? Maybe you can indicate your budget. Can you indicate your budget? Okay. Bobby, thoughts on a 350Z or 86 manual? Would you be paying 100,000 for a 10-year car? In your opinion, what would you get if you could afford the road tax? I would still get the 86. If you're asking the 370Z, that might be a different question. 350Z, first of all, both cars, 350Z, 370Z, they look interesting, and I believe later down the road, much later down the road, they might be worth something. The problem with these two cars is that the driving position when you sit in, right, is just a weird driving position that you can't really see out. You don't have good visibility for you to enjoy the drive. But of course, that is just about taking used to. But the engine just, let's put it this way. Alright, if you're on a weekend morning drive on the mountain roads doing illegal stuffs, maybe the 86 is more enjoyable in a way, right? But 90% of your time when you are in traffic, doing daily drives and all that, right, the 86 would just feel like a normal car. Whereas the 350Z, you have that sweet, lovely V6 in your car that just makes the daily run, even if it's just a normal drive, feeling more special. And of course, if you mod your exhaust, yeah, it feels more like a bully than the 86. Put it this way, the 86 feels like a hardtop Miata. Yeah. So my heart would go to the Z. My brain would say 86. Okay. When did I answer this? Well, one day ago. Okay. I didn't put this on video. Okay. Hi Bobby, I'm retired, 56 years old. I'm just single by myself. I have a 2000 W210. I'm thinking about changing my daily driver to a 7 Series, a 2013-2014 7 Series. I like the comfort and performance of the 7 Series. The downside is that I look like a driver. Yes, that's the problem. Anything else I can be looking at? And then the second car I'm looking at is a 991.2, either a Carrera or a GTS. Should I be looking for something else for this kind of money? I want something fun to drive, but at the same time comfortable for long distance driving. Or should I forget the 7 Series, keep the W210, and just get a 911? Actually, you can definitely get a 911 for your hardcore driving, and if your year 2000 Mercedes-Benz is already too old, would you consider a 2010 Panamera 3.6? Because that car is now 100k, same price as the 7 Series. Basically, to me, it's not a bad idea to have a 911 and have something that is about the price of your 7 Series, but something about the price of your 7 Series, the Panamera is much better, especially since you're not ferrying anyone or you don't need a driver and all that, right? Yeah. Of course, if you keep your Mercedes and then you get a 911, it's fine. It's fine. But if your Mercedes gets too old, you might need another car. The Panamera is a no-brainer now. 3.6 liter, reliable engine, 2010, you still can get a loan. It's just fantastic, the Panamera. Alright. Bobby, which is the better buy? SLK 200 out! 86 or 428i convertible? 428i convertible, bro. What is there to maintain? Nothing. Go for the 428i convertible, please. Right? You will thank me, because those other cars are just, I mean, the SLK doesn't serve much purpose now. The 86, yes, nice to drive, but it's just like that, 2 seats. But the 428i is luxurious, it's comfortable, it's a bigger car, and when you open up, you can see the skies, and you can fetch people at the back. Fantastic. Okay. Hi Bobby, for 50,000, should I get a Pradana or the Accord Dana? 2014 will be the Accord Dana, or a 2015 Vios City. Will be my family car, not my daily work car. Get the Accord Dana, bro. Worth buying. Hi Bobby, 60,000 budget, reliable and relatively new modern car. BMW 1 Series, CT200H, Mini Countryman, or Subaru XV. Subaru XV will be the most comfortable car here, and it's very modern. A 1 Series is fine, totally fine, but maybe slightly older. Whereas a CT200H is alright. A Mini Countryman, I think women love Countryman. Get her the Mini Countryman. Woman loves Mini. Looks special. Tall, right height. No worries about hybrid. Has practical space, unlike the 1 Series, and looks sexier, unlike the XV. Get the Mini Countryman. Alright, Bobby, what are your thoughts on the DS7? DS7 used to be okay the price, now is 259,000. Yup, the price just went up by 60,000. So no matter how pretty it is, how lovely it is, it doesn't justify a price point that is 120,000 ringgit more than its sibling Peugeot 3008. So get the X3, bro. Yeah. Alright. Hi, Bobby. Question about Porsche 718 Boxster. Is the maintenance cost expensive? It's one of my dream cars. It's not expensive. Porsche maintenance, especially for these small engine cars, they are just about like any other German cars out there. They are not expensive to maintain. Yeah, just oil change, just periodic stuff. They don't cost you a lot to run. Of course, if you're someone who always go track day, then you burn your disc on your brake pads and you need to change the disc and all that. Of course, those are expensive lah. Alright? But if you just drive normally day to day, right, they don't kacau you one. Nothing. Alright? Hi Bobby, my parents had a budget of 220,000. Been looking at a GLC 250, E350, E530E, S90, XC60 T5. Another choice is an NX200T. I would recommend the XC60 T5. Comfortable, extremely safe, and powerful enough. Yeah, go for the XC60 T5. And the infotainment system is so easy to use compared to all the others that you listed here. See, for old people, right, you have to know something. Any menu system that is 3 layers and more, old people don't dare to go further. To them, right, it's like walking away from home. Okay, they enter first menu, okay, second layer, alright. Once they reach the third layer, and if your function is in the fourth or fifth layer, forget about it. To them, they don't dare to venture that far. They are so afraid that the software designer might intentionally design a button there for them to press to break down the whole thing. So, Volvo infotainment system is 2 layers. It's forever 2 layer, right? Your home screen, phone, GPS, radio or music. Swipe to the right for your on-off buttons. On-off, on-off, on-off is all on the right side. Swipe to your left for your Bluetooth setting, for your radio station setting, the settings and all that on the left. So they seldom go to the left screen. Everything is just 2 layer for them, compared to whatever iDrive, whatever Mercedes Command, Audi MMI and all that. None can be compared. Alright? Okay. Hi Bobby. FD2R or an AMG A45. What's your take in terms of fun driving, maintenance, value, retention, and planning to drive daily? Wow, very hardcore, you. Daily drive. If daily drive, A45 might be better, I reckon. Fun driving, both are exceptional. For value retention, I reckon the FD2R might hold better. Okay, I'm replying someone. He said that his Peugeot 508, he brought to service center. There's a ton of issue, never get fixed, and then they order the parts, needs 3 months, blah 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 blah. So I said you should just go outside. Why do you fix a 2013 508 at Peugeot itself? Then he said that his usual mechanic recommended him to go to service center because he couldn't fix it. Well, first of all, you brought your 508 to the wrong mechanic, right? Because he might be just a regular mechanic, the type where, I'll give you an example. Not every car, okay, how do I put this? Regular mechanics, right, they can do the regular jobs, okay? But modern cars, right, you need the diagnostic tool. And very few mechanics would invest in a Peugeot diagnostic tool because there are not a lot out there. It's not worth investing in. Whereas a lot of mechanics invested in Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes, Audi diagnostic tools because buyers are out there and they can make money back from it. Diagnostic tools are expensive, huh? They can cost 20,000, 30,000. So the first thing, you need to go to a workshop that is not Peugeot, some workshop out there who actually has the diagnostic tools for a Peugeot. Then only he can do a proper service for you, diagnose the problems for you. So the moment he recommends you to go back to Peugeot is because he doesn't have the diagnostic tools. He may just be a regular mechanic that can do oil change, do this, do that, the regular old stuff. So there are a lot of workshops out there, not just your father's favorite mechanic or Peugeot. Okay? So go into the Peugeot clubs or forums and all that. There's a lot of people who has resources in all this. Alright? Okay. Hi Bobby, I'm 47, a fan from Hong Kong. Hello. I'll be moving to KL after the MCO. Would you recommend me something that is safe, comfort, reliable, with a budget of 180,000? I don't need a big car. I also don't mind a big one. So he doesn't have kids. He would like an SUV, but his wife would like a non-SUV. We don't drive fast. Anything is still under warranty is fine with us. I desire safety and reliability with a bit of luxury. I would really like ACC if available. I thought about the Passat. However, someone said the road noise is not very good. Now considering the X70, just want to check with you if there are better options for my budget. The reason I asked is about acceptable mileage is that I have no concept about car conditions with mileage more than 50,000. Yeah, because it's from Hong Kong. So it would not be worthwhile getting a plug-in hybrid if I live in a condo and cannot plug in the car, right? Very valid. 180,000, you want adaptive cruise control. The best adaptive cruise control is Volvo. So I can only recommend you Volvo. But most Volvos are plug-in hybrids, but you can do it like me. I don't plug in at all. I just don't plug in at all. And I wonder how much is an S90 now. Okay. Okay. Still 240,000, huh? For a 2017, whereas a 2018 530i is already at 230,000. So this is out of his reach. Well, the new Volvos, really the resale values are good. I mean, comparatively, compared to those days. 2017, has it been launched yet? No, right? 2018, right? No, don't have. launch in 2018. Okay. Okay. I would recommend you. How about the Volvo XC60 T5? Around your budget, has the luxuries and ACC. What's the mileage? What is the mileage? 25,000 mileage. Reasonable. Reasonable. Right. Yeah. A lovely leather. But you don't get the Bowers and Wilkins, unfortunately. But I reckon the T8 would be a lot more expensive, right? Yeah, 270,000. Yeah. Only 3 used cars in the whole of Malaysia. Only 3 XC60 used cars. They sold so many of them, and there's only 3 used cars. Impressive. Yep. Okay. Okay, I think the rest I have replied. I have graduated. Okay, no, not yet. Hi Bobby, my budget is 150,000. I'm considering a Cayenne 3.6 2012, Cayenne 3 liter 2014, or an X6 2013. I would say go for the Cayenne 3.6. Reliable. Yeah. Okay. So guys, do know this. Within the car's range, right? Let's say if there are like the good example is Cayenne and Panamera of that generation. They have the 4.8 liters, right? Higher maintenance and high road tax, and these cars drag down the value of all within the range. But within the range, right, there are cars like the 3.6, which is reliable and lower maintenance, right? So this gets dragged down as well, and this becomes a good buy. If Porsche at that time never brought in the 4.8, only the 3.6, then you will see the resale value at a different price point, because they are reliable and not as high maintenance or road tax. Just something to think about. Alright, but with a budget of 170,000, I'm looking at a Recon F56 JCW or above 595. Get the Mini JCW, the above is not worth it, but special still. Okay. Are you guys serious? 17 years old and you want to buy an SUV? Okay, you admit that your dad is buying it for you. I really envy these guys. Okay. So he said that his dad is buying him an SUV. He has 2 to choose. Alright? Wait for it. His budget is 750,000 ringgit. He's considering the Cayenne S or the Range Rover Sport SVR. Okay. I reckon you might like the RR Sport SVR more, because you'll be able to make noises that the Cayenne S couldn't, and it's just a little bit more badass. Okay, man, I guess I've done my Q&A. This is longer than I thought it would go. Alright, thanks for the comments, thanks for the questions, and do keep them coming by even though it's very tiring. Okay, for those of you who are here for the first time, I've done more than 1,000 car reviews over the past 3 years. Do check them out. And if you look down the descriptions, there are my team members there. And if you like my video, if you subscribe, I hope you can look at my colleagues' video and subscribe to them as well. Every one of us have different topics. Alright, cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen,